Hey guys! Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial about how to draw in ibisPaint X. So a few of you guys were asking for this video, so here you are. And yes, for this video I'm using my real voice. So first of all, you're going to open up your canvas, do whatever you want with the shapes. I have no idea what you guys want for the shapes. Anyway, yeah, first of all, I start off with guidelines. Well, actually, I just start off with guidelines for speed paints and in ibisPaint X because actually usually I don't use guidelines. And so, yeah. So on the first layer, you're gonna choose like a brush, like I used a felt tip pen, because that one's good. And then I start doing the guidelines. They're just like stick people, kind of. Yeah. And then you draw the guidelines in whatever pose you want it. Next, you're going to do your sketch. Lots of artists use pencils for a sketch, so that's what I'm doing. I use different colors for the sketch and the guidelines, just to, sort them out. I'm using an Apple pencil, by the way, so it's not really easy for me to draw with my fingers. I can, but it doesn't look very good. Yeah, so you can also, of course, there are a lot of talented people out there who draw with their fingers, and so that's awesome. But for this one, I'm using my Apple pencil. Yeah, also if my voice doesn't line up with the video sometimes, that's because my screen recorder microphone isn't working, so I have to like record over the video in my iMovie. So that sucks, but I'm just gonna give off tips. Yeah. So we're doing the sketch here. I do like a thin sketch and stuff. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure you have your overall details in there. Okay, so over here I'm gonna fix up the arm because something weird has gone on there. I'll just erase it. Make sure that you get your details nice and clean in your line art. And yeah, I'll just redo this arm because it looks really wonky. Yeah, okay. So I've done the legs too. We're almost done with the sketch. I keep it pretty simple. By the way, I am not a good teacher. I am a terrible teacher. So, like, if my advice, I can't teach anything. If my advice is just very bad, then just, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Over here, the eye was too small, and so I lassoed it, and then I fixed it up a bit. I also sped up this bit because it was taking a long time. Yeah. Alright guys, so we're done with the sketch and the guidelines, so we're just going to go on with the line art. Now, you have to make sure that your layers are all in order. It's okay if your sketch is on your guidelines, I guess, because then you can delete them as one layer, but just be careful that your line art is on its own layer, okay? Because that has happened to me so many times. And it's really annoying when your line art is on the same thing as your guideline. I'm really sorry if I don't talk for like a really long period. That's because I don't know what to say. Oh, yeah. When you're filling in your colors, make sure all your lines are like connected, because I keep making like spaces with my lines, and then when I have to fill in for the colors, it's really annoying. All right, time to delete the other layers. Whenever I delete my layers, the liner just looks terrible. It it's not good. And so I always use an eraser and like clean stuff up and fix everything at the end, as you can see in some of my speed paint videos. So I'm just gonna feel like the hip is way too out in this one, so we're gonna fix that. Yeah, whenever you're done your liner and you see like something's weird with it, feel free to fix all your fix your mistakes and stuff. Yeah, so these parts I'm just cleaning up a bit of the liner and stuff. All right, time for coloring. So when you first color, just fill in all the blank spaces with your colors. I use the bucket tool a lot. And so, yeah, don't worry about shading yet. We're going to do that later. Just focus on filling in all of the spaces with your with some colors, like just solid colors. Okay guys, now we're going to start with the shading. So for the shading, if you want like a light scape over it, I use an airbrush personally. That one's pretty cool. It's like a less solid one. However, if you want a more solid shading, use like a dip pen or a felt tip pen, and then just draw it on like places like the neck, and then use the bucket to fill it in. And then ta-da! It'll be a cool shading. Ta-da! You're done. Okay, so this was a really crappy video because I planned none of it out. I'm really sorry. I'm a really bad teacher. I'll try to give more advice next time. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Bye!